There is a question in this book that begs for an answer. What would your community look like if you and 12 of your friends read the words of Jesus, the words some Bibles print in red, and then dreamed up creative ways to put His words into practice? Somewhere along the way, us church folk, we watered down the words of Jesus. He never invited us to join a religious institution. He invited us to follow Him on a mission, to carry on what He started. Jesus wants us to create whimsical expressions of community where the kingdom of heaven can be experienced by people here on earth. A few years ago, my friends and I began asking the question, what would Jesus do if He lived in our neighborhood? How would He meet the need of our food insecure neighbors? Since none of us could multiply fish and bread, we decided to create a pay what you can community cafe. We call it The Table. The sign on the front door says everyone has a seat at our table. Doesn't matter if you live in a big house on the other side of town or if you live under the viaduct down the street, you have a seat at our table. It is a place where everyone can come and enjoy the flavor of community. Another set of friends began asking the question, what would Jesus do with all these abandoned houses in our neighborhood? How would He help our neighbors who have very limited resources become homeowners? Asking the question led them to create a nonprofit construction company. They call it Promise Housing Plus. I think the plus stands for all the love they pour into the houses and into our neighbors who purchase the homes. I'll never forget the day Amanda signed the deed on her house. With tears in her eyes, she said, I'm the first person in my family to own their own home. Think Red will help you ask questions like these. I believe if you and a handful of your friends read the book and then made a plan to align the values of your community with the values of Jesus, beautiful things would begin to unfold. Think about it for a moment. Can you imagine what would happen in your neighborhood if it received a little slice of heaven?